Good morning, good morning. Well, we camped out on, actually it was like a bracken today, wasn't it? Like a heather. And we're a little bit off the Pennine Way, which is just up there, but we're on the obviously the Pennine Way route. I know what this little sign says here. There's a pretty little dry stone wall. These signs are really crap. Something footpath and green something.
And can you trust that you won't blow away in the wind?
So the reason we came off the Pennine Way, or the established Pennine Way, is we met a guy yesterday, Malcolm I think his name was
Duncan.
it Michelle? Duncan. Sorry Duncan. And he said it was awful. He said it was just bog and water, and he said it was just horrible walking. Well, just wait for Michelle. Normally I do the gates. We mapped just to the north of the Pennine Way some farmland walks like this that so far have been crisp and clean and dry, and possibly even a little shorter than the Pennine Way route, which is over the other side of that ridge because of, you know, the directness of roads. And we feel, why walk the established Pennine Way if it's in bad repair and just unpleasant, when you can do the same route? We're not here to do the Pennine Way particularly, when you can do the same route on farm track. That's public access. There are vehicles that come down this road. Only one so far, I must admit, but there are vehicles that come down this road, and they're not farm vehicles. So that's what we're doing today. We're plotting our way round the areas that people are telling us are bog marsh and really horrible to navigate. As you know from what we've filmed so far, we've been up to our knees in water. We're a little bit tired of being wet and trenching through bogland and rivulets. It's just not pleasant. And a lot of this northern area, people have told us, sorry about the sniffing, it's a cold morning. I'm actually underdressed today, I'm a bit cold, but the sun was out. So people have described the northern Pennines as grim, but I forgot old English colloquial terms. Grim, it doesn't mean grey and the northern mills of Manchester and Birmingham from the old Dickensian times. It means crap. So remember that. When somebody says, oh, it's a bit grim, they mean it's, because I thought it was just going to be grey and featureless. So it's not grey and featureless, it's shit or crap, if you'll pardon my four-letter words. And it really is. It's not even that it's not good walking. It's not in good repair. None of it, from fences to crossings to gateways. It's just in bad repair, unlooked after, uncared for. And unlike some of the northern walkways that we've done, across Strover's Trail and things, there's no signs that it's ever been maintained by a local authority whatsoever. So Michelle and I feel, making our own Pennine Way, it is just as beautiful, possibly even a little grim in the old sense of the word, but it's our way and we're here to get to Land's End, aren't we, Michelle?
They certainly are.
It looks like a home down there, but it's very isolated, and I'd be surprised if someone lives there, but it looks fairly well kept. Now we're on a bit of hard top here, but it's very minor roads again, and not a lot of traffic on it, but beautiful. Oh, where would you rather be, Michelle? Would you rather be sort of up to your knees in bog?
Or on the hard top? Let me think. On the hard top.
Are you sure you just wouldn't like just to walk out in the middle of that?
No, not today.
There are people that love walking in really bad grass conditions and without any tracks, and good luck to them. But I don't think that's what the Pennine Way says on the box. It doesn't say that on the box. It calls it a very, what does it say? Moderately, or it actually says it's quite an easy walk for most people. So this farmhouse has got "Stay Home" written on all of its hay bales, and it's renting out 1, 2, 3, 4 caravan spots. It's a bit hypocritical. So here we are on the left, there is the Bellingham, capital of the North Tyne. Looks quite a small town, but I can tell you I'm a little smug with us at the moment for getting all the way from Byroness to Bellingham with dry feet. Absolutely happy with that, job done. Much more pleasant walk than the day before. A bit dry, run out of water, so we need to get some provisions. So we're in a very pretty little port stop for us, town of Bellingham. It's got all, it's a very pretty town actually. Would be a nice place to live. Got the usual mithering of COVID going throughout it all, which is a great shame, but I sense a really good community here. The old post box, the post office on the corner. And a number of small cafes, chemists and co-op. So begins day 40, what is it, 40?
6, I think.
Possibly 46. You can correct that if it's wrong. Since the start, not including our rest days, but 46, yet we've already done 15 kilometers. So technically it's halfway through the day and it is almost 2 o'clock. But this feels like it should be the start of the day because we're refreshed and ready to walk. But we've probably, till sundown, only got about 4 hours, so it's a local gilly. Anyway, onwards, we've got to cross the river. We are going to try a little bit of the Pennine route to see what the conditions are like. Hopefully we'll meet someone that can give us an update. Always the crazy climb out of every village. Always, it's a crazy uphill climb. It's tiring. Michelle and I have walked probably about 5 kilometers an hour now, up hills, down hills, on these roads, and we're quite enjoying it. It's a beautiful day. The weather's been great. We haven't had much to film because it's beautiful. It is beautiful, but now I haven't got a drone with me, nor do I want the time to put up a drone. We're just doing what we came to do, which is to walk. But we both noticed that we can go up long inclines, very steep sometimes, and we're going down at the moment, and power ourselves up through them. We're really starting to enjoy this walking, aren't we?
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, sometimes even going down can be more jarring than going up, but we go up the hill and we keep going. You can see the brow of the hill and we just power to the top now, whereas we used to keep stopping all the time.
There was one recently that I know, because they were marking it on the roads, was about half a kilometre of fairly constant climbing, and we didn't stop all the way up it. And also, look at this. This looks like it's just going to fall off. They're one of those amazing roads when you drive along that look as if you're just going to fall off the edge of the earth. Yeah, and when we got to the top, there was also no stopping. It was just really carry on walking. We really are getting amazingly fit on this walk. You know, it was obvious.
Which was the reason, one of the main reasons we did it. because we wanted to get fit. You know, you keep saying, oh, we'll go to the gym, you don't do it. We go for a walk or you stroll around town. So we said we really need to do something that's sort of out there.
And we'd already looked at our walk meters on our phones and got 10,000 steps a day every single day for weeks on end and lost not a pound. But this is not 10,000 steps a day. This is 20 to 30 kilometers every day of constant walking for up to up to 6, 7, even close to 8 hours. And that really is having some effect on us. We're just getting here. Thank you. Forestry England. It really is having a beneficial effect. And after 6 weeks now, Michelle?
Yeah, we're into our 7th week, but we're 6 and a bit weeks.
Yeah, it's over 6 weeks. It's really having a positive effect. Now, I think we want to carry on that route, so I'll check my map. See what that footpath says there. Just some local little, oops, I want to get muddy today, it's a dry day. Just some local little hamlets, so we're going straight on. The water here, the river water, all the running water has got a real murky orange colour to it, which I don't really want to put through my water filter. A guy in the last village said perfectly good for drinking, but I'm not sure why. It's very dark. Even if you put it into a bottle, it's almost like iron brew in colour, and if you put it through the filter it'll probably clog it up. So I bought fresh water in the last town. I'm not filtering that stuff. Yeah. So we just met this lovely guy in Hamilton. He's a Scot, lives in Newcastle. A bit like Newcastle in Australia, but colder. And you're doing the Pennine Way, aren't you?
Nearly finishing the Pennine Way.
Beautiful.
2 days to go. 2
days on the way up. Lovely guy. Just getting some ideas and tips off him because we can. Thank you very much, mate. We've heard these dogs barking for about 20 minutes now. And the walk up here. I've never understood people that can let their dogs bark like that. I said to Michelle, they're probably breeding them for money and they don't care. And this battery's almost out already, Michelle. We talked about Grim. This is Grim. This is Grim. There are. Can't see the wind turbines on that farm, and they are blowing like chopper blades. Wind today. There's one weather I really don't like. It's high winds. And you won't be able to hear a word I'm saying. Even the plants are laying down. Tiny respite from that wind. Oh, if there's one weather I can't bear, it's wind, and that was gale force wind. These trees are giving us a little bit of respite. What horrible wind coming across that moorland. Probably about 45 minutes of walking in gale force, ice cold wind. Not so nice. So I'm not sure what day it is today. Do you know, Michelle?
47.
47 since we set off. And we're heading towards something whistle. Haltwhistle. We're not actually doing the Pennine route now because we found it to be just too wet and boggy. we're going to go to Haltwhistle. We're hopefully, if things work out to plan, today, well tomorrow, we're going to have a rest day with a friend that we met en route, with two friends, lovely people, and give ourselves a recharge, both electronically and physically, and maybe plan a little bit more the ongoing route to avoid some of these awful boggy wet conditions that we've been in, because the walk is to try and get to Land's End as comfortably as possible, and the challenge itself is big enough without clambering through sodden moss up to your knees and rock climbing. It's just not necessary. The walking itself is hard enough, and the weather that the UK is throwing at us is making it challenging. We don't need to turn the road that we're walking into sort of bog marsh. It's just not worth it. Is that right, Michelle?
Absolutely, I agree with you 100% on that.
So, to Chris and Pete, who we hope to see later this evening, thank you for a chance to recharge and maybe replan. We're getting close to halfway, so the second half of our journey. Not quite halfway, but getting close. Michelle, should we go up there and have a look at that castle on that hill?
Oh, yeah,
That'd
be quite nice. Think to do that today?
Yeah, it'd be nice. It's only about 4 miles, so that's only a day there and back. Most of the walking we've been doing has been like this since Scotland. Most of it's been like this. And people still say to me sometimes, why are you not going off to look at this castle or that ancient ruin? We are enjoying this, you know, but it is a real task of a walk. A pleasure, but not really a pleasure. What a day again. Oh, it's turned from murderous winds to beating rain to now a pathway of just puddle upon puddle to negotiate. We thought we were going to get some real big walking done today, and we're struggling to even get to our target. And sadly, we've arranged to meet our friends. So we have to make this walk count today. So we've got about 5 miles left to walk in 2 hours. But the roads are not treating us kindly. On good roads, that would be nothing. On good roads, that would be nothing for us at the moment, but on the roads we've been hitting, we're lucky to get 2 miles done in the same amount of time. This apparently is a national cycle route. Oh lordy. So we are in Haltwhistle, which is actually the centre of the United Kingdom, the very centre. Look, Centre of Britain Army Supplies. So, if this is the centre of Britain, does it mean we're halfway? Be interesting, eh? The centre of Britain. I'll be honest, we both really want to give up, and we both really want to carry on. It's a sort of juxtaposition, I know, but it's hard to explain.